Okay, so Masonic Order. So then they have masters over here that are connected, that they work positive side and a negative side. And we know how creation works. Without creating the positive, you cannot create the negative. So actually, for Masons, they control everything. What you can do is when you read or watch anything about Masons, and there is a documentary that came out not too long ago, and they give you a little glimpse into that, and they say, one thing that they say, we accept all religions. What you can do is replace that word accept with control, and then you will get a much better picture of what Masonic Order is. They do control the positive side and the negative, because you've got to remember, those that know how to create in light creation know that without creating the positive, you cannot have the negative. Okay? And so the people in here, there's many layers, and the same master slave. Everybody's here working. So like when I was talking about Oprah creating the negative, the positive, is because when you do this, you create positive here, you know, the negative's not there, but the scale is gonna go down. And so then the universe, the light universe, will balance itself, and there is a room for a negative. So negative in the way creates itself. It's just how it works. That's what light creation is. So the more, so people say, well, we just, we're positive, and then point finger on this side. But if you're, the more positive you are here, the more room you allow for negative. Okay? And that's just how creation works. They show to you in their justice system that it will balance. This is everything on this planet, anybody who has any kind of power on this planet belongs to Masonic Order in one way or another. Either it's hidden, or they're out of public place. Most of the people that are here, or the masters, you're not going to know who they are. Like when you talk about the power player, like the presidents and those people, they're right here. They're not even here. They're controlled. They have a master. They have a master, and then they have the lower levels that they dictate to. And so it's constantly repeating, master, slave, master, slave, master, slave. Okay? So this is how it works. There's your 23.5 degree angle, because this is also, the Masonic Order is all about harvesting quantum. Okay? So everything they do on this planet is about that. Okay? There's no doubt about it, there's no question about it, and people that try to fight the negative side are just, and then again, when there's people out there that will say, well, I'm against Masonic Order. Like take Alex Jones, very negative. So he's flipping it around, so basically not creating the positive, but giving the opposite frequency to a negative. So that also works to create a negative. Even though you haven't really created a government-free reality here for the government to come in here, what you did is you did a reverse creation. When you give your energy, and when you don't want something happen, you creating in reverse. You actually giving the negative side a lot more open room to create the negativity. So and this is not, oh, it's so horrible or whatever. It is what it is. We can be in denial about it, or we can start seeing things for what they are. I see people from 15% over here being pulled into positive, to create positive. Oh, go to a positive meditation. Let's go to a peace meditation. There's nothing wrong with peace meditation, but it is time we take responsibility for what's the opposite. Every action creates a reaction, which means reverse action. So if you meditate here for peace, and you put a lot of energy into that, you opening a room for war. I know it's harsh, and I know it's sad, but we can be in denial of the reality of light creation and deny the fact that negative always is dependent on the positive in here. We can deny that. It's been denied for centuries and thousands and millions and billions of years, I guess. And it's been denied. We can keep doing that. Or when you realize this system, when you connect this, when you connect that, try connecting this too. And that what happens? You really can't do this. Am I staying the same? This is what I call a neutralizing duality. It is when you fully, consciously understand how these two sides are connected, and you don't have the veil of separation. This is the only illusion in this reality, is the veil of separation. And that is being manipulated and enforced by Masonic Order. And because that's what they do, that's their responsibility. And you know, this guys here, even the master that's incarnated in a physical body right here, he has an astral master that is not nice. They make them do things like the wars and everything. You know what? Before wars happened, this late wars in Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and all of those bloodsheds that are happening right now, they're created by Masonic Order. First, they allow you to do the peace meditation because they know that without your peace meditation, they may not be able to create a war. I know it's harsh, and I'm sorry, guys, but that's just the reality. We gotta bring the illusion of separation down, and you gotta do it for yourself. And first, it has to start with 15%. You guys have to, because you can. If you can't do it, do you think that 85% can do it, that constantly get raped with these symbols of control? They constantly get raped. Everywhere you turn around, you get raped with all the symbols. So this is just, I mean, I don't want to be mean, but that's the way it is. That's the way life is. Right here. We just got to be honest about it. It is what it is. And then by bringing down that illusion, which is very difficult, first we got to do it for ourselves. And then we can help, maybe then we can help the 85% of mind-controlled people to bring down that illusion. And believe me, some of those people, most of those people, work their whole life to keep the illusion going. Some of those light workers over here, that's all they know. They put their whole life's energy into creating light, into becoming light, because they're too blind to see that they're also creating the darkness with it. They're just too blind to see it. And then if 15% are still blind, I don't know how we're going to get to 85%. But, okay, so here's the basic Masonic Orders symbols, okay? This is Illuminati symbols, or whatever you guys call it. But this one right here, when you put the line through here, this is going to give you 23.4, and this is going to give you 23.4. This has to do with, it's a higher level because the whole planetary level. Then black and white, that checker thing, it's like the game for them. It really is for light creators. They're very intelligent. And when you don't have that illusion how creation works, when you don't have that illusion that positive and negative is separate, you can have a really good intelligence. That gives you intelligence. But you have to drop that belief system of, oh, light is so good and darkness is bad. When you have that belief system, you put your soul into a cage, into a very little cage. and you can't have freedom. You can't create because you are controlled. Even your light creation is controlled. Even you create in one side and it's controlled by masters. This is why you have spiritual teachers. They're your masters. That's why you have a spiritual speaker, somebody who represents something else. Like Ashayana Dean, she represents guardians, which are the 12 Aurora races, which are exactly all the 12 races in astral, which are the 12 levels of astral levels. And by the way, the astral levels are located in between third and fourth dimension. They're not in fourth dimension like somebody is teaching. Okay, then there is all this other stuff. The Merkaba field. Merkaba field is a harvesting tool. This is what locks your organic frequency or internal frequency that this planet has, and your body, your emotional and physical body has. This is what it locks into, and this is how it transports or feeds first astral level, and then it goes through. This is why Merkaba fields are everywhere. Okay, they're everywhere, and like I said, this is all religious signs will have all of those because like I said, Masonic Order controls all religions, everything, the positive and the negative. The Satanic religion is controlled by Masons, and so is the positive, the New Age. And those that even speak out against New Age, they're still controlled by Masonic Order.